For our pork belly skewers today, we'll start with a nice piece of pork belly. As you can see, there are a layer of fat with meat in between. So this is a good piece, but there's some hair on the skin still. So what we'll do is we'll put it on a fry pan that is heated without oil, and we'll just simply put the skin side down, try to burn off some of that dirt and hair that is on the skin. As you can see, we'll just pass it on. We don't want to cook the meat, but just brown it slightly. Then with our knife, we just simply give it a good scrape. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt and debris that will come off. Now once that's done, we'll try to scrape off some of that hair. There you go. Then we wash it under water and it's all ready to go. Now we can cut it into its about 1-inch size pieces so that it's ready for our skewer. We'll remove all the excess fat if there's any. In this case, for mine, there's some, so I'll just cut them off. Then we'll just measure and cut it. So right now I'm just cutting it into strips, but not through all the way. I stop right at the skin so that it holds together and it's easy for measurement. Then finally I'll cut it through once it's all measured through. Now that it's done, now we just cut right through the entire pork belly, just separate it into small pieces. If you want to make this easier, you can also allow it to freeze slightly so it's more solid when you're cutting it. So we'll just measure it into small little 1-inch pieces. And just cut it up and put it into a separate bowl. Then we can get it ready for seasoning. Okay, now that's all ready. Now we're ready to season our meat. We'll add 1 tablespoon of Chinese rice wine. This will help remove some of that gaminess in the meat. Then 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. This adds a lot of salt and flavor to this dish, as well as some browning. Then we can also add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. This is so aromatic. And 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now once that's done, we add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. This will act as a binding agent, holding all the ingredients together. Then we'll add some chili powder. Now depending on how hot you like it, you can put accordingly. Then we mix everything together evenly. Then we can set that aside and let it marinate. So the longer you have it marinate, the better. While that is sitting marinating, we can start cutting our giant spring onion. You can use leek for this dish as well, but I'm using giant spring onion. We'll cut off the ends, the green and the other side. Then we'll save the greens for later for another dish. Then we'll cut these into about 1-inch lengths. So we'll use these in the skewers as an alternating palate cleaner for our pork skewers. Beautiful stuff. So now that's done, we can set that aside, bring our pork back in, and we can start skewing our pork bellies with everything. So today I'll be using some bamboo sticks. These are perfect because they won't splinter so easily, and while it's cooking it will look perfect. So we simply just thread the pork belly through 1 or 2 pieces depending on how you like it. Then we alternate it with a nice giant spring onion. In my case, I'm using 2 pieces of meat, but if you like it meatier, feel free to put more. I think 2 is good for this length of a stick. Then once that's done, we set that aside and we can do the same to the rest. Now Now once everything is all done, we can set that aside and let that marinate some more before we take it to fry. So we have a pan, heat up with some oil, and we'll just drop it in. And we'll allow it to slightly sear on one side for about 5 minutes. Then we can start flipping it and sear the other side for 5 more minutes. So I'm doing all of this under low heat. We don't want to burn the meat, we want the meat to slow cook. So depending on the fry pan and heat that you're using, this may take a little longer than 5 minutes for some. So adjust it accordingly until the meat is cooked through. Now once that's all done, we can remove it and plate it. So we'll just simply stack it and let it rest for about 5 minutes before we serve it. Look how beautiful this is. It's perfectly brown and well cooked through, but not overcooked, so that it maintains its moisture. Have a nice day. I hope you like what you see today. Remember to subscribe. Bye now.